Hi, Mary in Las Vegas. It is August 17th, 2010. Talk to me Tuesday. This week I didn't do anything too exciting. I have a lot to show you, but it's kind of all the same. Remember all I did was cross stitch. I didn't do any quilting because I have had a headache. I haven't felt good. I've been very stressed. I needed to do something with my hands, but I didn't want anything that required too much thought. So finally today I kind of got a relief, so hopefully the next couple of days will be a little calmer and I can do something a little more requiring a little more thought. So what I've been doing is machine embroidering because I have several projects that need that done, and all I have to do is change the thread. So I just wait, and when it finishes a color I change the thread and wait some more, and I can watch TV or do whatever I want in between. So the machine embroidery is a kind of mindless thing for me. I am in a learning curve on the software because well, I'm going to show you two projects and I'll show you why I have to learn what I'm doing in the software department. My first is my kitchen sampler. Last week I think I had the C and D done, and this week I did the B and the E. And as you can tell, they're not lined up. Something else I need to learn, I am drawing straight lines, putting it in the center of my hoop, and they're not lining up. So I'm working on figuring that out. These are going to look a little handmade because they're not lined up. So I did do the B and the E on the two of these. What I needed to do on the software is these, when I convert these free downloads to my sewing machine's format, which is a Husqvarna Viking, so it's an HUS format, I lose all the color. So all of these come out grays and black and white, and I have to pull them up in a program and change every single color so that it looks right. I can either do it on the machine, which is a little scarier because I don't know what's coming next, or I can do it on my screen, get in the color I want, then save that to my machine so that I know what color thread to put in. So it's kind of fun. I've done the entire alphabet on the software now. It's all ready to go, and then after I downloaded all of them, you can only do a few a day, after I downloaded all of them, converted all the colors, got it like I wanted it, got them all saved, I realized there wasn't a border. And the border that I like so much around this thing is available in the hand cross stitch and in PC stitch, but not in machine embroidery. And I emailed the webmistress and asked, and she said that this was a 10-year-row pattern, they weren't going to do it now, and that it was too big for machine embroidery. And so I need to figure out if I'm going to get find or make a repeating pattern for the border, or if I'm going to do it by hand, or what I'm going to do about the border. But in the meantime, I've got 26 letters to do. So that's coming along. And then the second project is my EIEIO. I call this a TV throw because it's just, you know, to put over you while you're watching TV. It's just going to be a little throw quilt. And I showed you, I don't know how many blocks I showed you last week. I know I had finished the Oh MacDonald Had a Farm, EIEIO, and Artist for Me Hadda, and I had a couple animals and I don't know what they were, so I'll just show you the rest of them. They're 20 blocks total, and I have 16 finished, so 4 more. Next week you should be able to see every single one. So I won't show you the ones that I know I did, the first 3 with the words on them, but for the animals, I don't like the kitty. The kitty, what's happening with these is, the software challenge on these is that these guys are this big. And there is a way to resize that big where the software resizes and recalculates how many stitches, and I don't know how to do that yet, and that's my project for this week, is to figure that out. All I can do is stretch it like you would in Photoshop or Paint or any of those. Just pull a corner and double the size of it. Then I have to go in and manually go to every color and change the number of stitches and change the pattern on it. And so somewhere along the way, Meow Meow lost his face. And on the camera his face looks fine. In real life I can't see his eyes. So I don't know if I'm going to keep him or try to redo him. I think I'll just wait till last and see if I'm up to one more square. I do have the sashing and everything ready for this, so when the squares are finished it should come together really quickly, but Meow Meow may need to be redone. Woof Woof was redone. Woof Woof, although he turned out really hairy and cute in the first one, his stitches were so big that I was afraid that my cat would claw and pull, or I was afraid that because the stitches were so big that if one of them pulled I would lose the whole color. And after it's quilted into the backing and batting, I don't really think I can go in and fix that. So I did redo Woof Woof, put some cute texture on him, and I like him much better this way. Then, I don't know if I don't think I had the frog last week. So here's Ribbit Ribbit. That thing on him, since my girls keep asking, what's that thing on him? He's a stuffed animal. So, that's Ribbit Ribbit. Cock-a-doodle-doo's fun. I put some patterns on him. This is the first one I really put patterns on. So that looks cute. It's nice to have things on my design wall again. It's been empty for a couple weeks. It's been empty for a couple weeks. Here's Mama, the goat. Peep, Peep. Now, I left them with the big stitches because you can see through them, but I think I like them like that. And right between them, that black thing is a fly. Baba. He's got a thing on him too. He's kind of cute. Gobble Gobble. I may have shown him last week, but I think I redid him. He turned out, I got some texture on him and a pattern, and I think he turned out cute. Moo Moo, put a pattern on her. So, got a pink little udder and white little hair. Nay Nay. And then the last three aren't trimmed up yet, but they are sewn. But they've got some stray stitches and they're not squared yet. But here's Honk Honk. Oink Oink. And Quack Quack. The Quack Quack, I think, turned out cute. Several colors of yellow. So anyway, that's what I've been doing, kind of as a mindless escape, get something done but not have to think about it kind of week. Like I said, I have 4 more of these, and so those should come together in a couple of days, and then I'm ready to go back to sewing, because except for the kitchen sampler, I'll be finished with my machine embroidery for a little while, unless somebody needs something monogrammed to put your name on. I'm probably putting names on backpacks in a couple weeks for my girls. And so I'll be in a better frame of mind by tomorrow and I can get that done. Have a great week.